If you want to learn a language and don't know where you should start, you are at the right video right now. I'm gonna explain all techniques that I have used step by step. Hello everyone, I'm Sina. I'm a first-year culinary management student in Canada. Before moving to Canada, I had learned English all by myself without any English background. I have achieved all this by exposing myself to English for 8-9 hours a day without enrolling in any course or working with a tutor. So how could I do it alone? Let's dive into the actual process that I have implemented during 8 months. According to my interpretation, the first one is gonna be applying the baby technique. Just a second, imagine how babies listen to people till they grow up. Even if they don't understand everything that is said, after a while, they can say their first words and then form sentences by hearing them from their surroundings. I compare this process to the process of learning a new language by listening. This technique was exactly what I had carried out on myself until some conversations made sense. I have exposed myself to simple conversations from morning to night by using just YouTube. Almost every day, I used to watch different varieties of videos such as one documentary, one daily vlog, or one podcast, and one daily basic English conversations. I was trying to absorb different genres and contents as much as I could. The most important thing that I had internalized during this process is that it was not just a learning and studying process for me, but also it was fun and passion without burning myself out. What I mean with this is that I have identified at least 5 or 6 different types of YouTube channels and podcasts that I enjoyed a lot. Listening to and watching something every day on different topics I wanted, according to my mood, and actually made this language process both enjoyable and allowed me to improve it in terms of passive learning process as well. By the way, it is not important to understand whole conversation at the beginning. Just listen any content with your target language subtitle. So, second tip is gonna be don't memorize words. Learn by reading and experimenting. Once you check the meaning of the word in your native language, afterwards check the same word in your target language dictionary and read the sample sentences related to this word in your target language until it makes sense for you. Afterwards, if you want to remember that word, try to make a sentence with your own words. Don't memorize it. Try this technique to learn a new word. Why? Because once you connect that new word with an event from your own life, your brain will connect it to that memory. And you will remember it more easily when you want to use this word again. Third tip is gonna be tell yourself out loud about every action you take. For example, assuming you are at home and when you wake up, you will be in front of the mirror and say to yourself, like, I woke up at 10 o'clock today. Or, for example, I am drinking sparkling water right now. Something like that. Explain that situation to yourself loudly. In fact, try to talk about that situation for 5 minutes by opening a video day by day and do this for at least 3 months. You will notice your improvement. So guys, my fourth tip is gonna be take Duolingo's online and free language tests every day. This website is quite useful for beginners especially. You can easily practice by going to the website and clicking on the free test. You can also learn your real score by taking a paid test if you want. By using this 30-minute text exam from Duolingo, you can both improve your language level and keep track of your current level as well. This free exam will force you to think critically and make your own sentences about those questions. Thus, You will be able to measure your level according to your grade at the end of each exam. So give it a try. And my fifth tip is gonna be journaling. Even though you make some grammar mistakes, just do it. Just try to ignore all mistakes for the first step, because our main purpose is to make your thoughts articulate properly. Both you will produce your own sentences and be able to articulate your thoughts in your target language. Grammar is not to memorize whole rules. Actually, grammar is learned by being exposed to it over time and being able to absorb it by hearing it and then using it, just like how babies learn. Also, there is a fact that a lot of people don't know the grammar rules in their own language. Thus, try to treat this language approach just like you're a baby and don't try to memorize all grammar rules. And my last tip is gonna be switch your appliances language to your target language. Thus, your eyes will get used to that language and you will adopt it easily. Try to listen to all the content in your target language and try to read them. Even when you go to Instagram, you can watch content in that language and absorb the culture and pronunciation styles in that language. So guys, all you need to do is just go and prepare a to-do list for yourself like that with these tips and make a plan for this process as soon as possible. Make sure that every day you use every single step for at least 3 months. This is the most efficient guide that can be started for learning a language process, which I also used for myself. And also support this improvement with your trial videos and check your whole process from the first day to the last day. If you want to learn more tips about my language journey and my tips, stay tuned. See you in the next one. Bye.